Hey guys, it's Courtney from GrayLaw TV, and today I'm going to answer a few of your questions. I have a question here from Kira Gassel, and she said, what if, like in my case, I'm a student and my boyfriend's family wants to meet me and invited me to join them on their vacation? They're willing to cover my expenses. Would the consulate approve my visa even if I'm a student? The fact that you're a student could actually be helpful to this situation. You can show that you are enrolled in school, that you're taking a vacation, and that classes resume on whatever date. So you would take something from your school showing that you're enrolled in the next semester of courses and that you have ties to, you have an apartment, you have bank accounts, you have lots of ties to your home country. I don't know if your boyfriend is a United States citizen and lives in the United States and you're coming to visit him and his family and go on a vacation and they're going to pay for you. That can be tricky. Make sure you check out the B1, B2, what they're going to ask you at the consulate video for that one. I talk about that quite a bit. I don't know if your boyfriend goes to school with you abroad. Maybe he's doing a year abroad. You live in Spain and he's in Granada with you for a year, and so he's going on vacation like for Christmas break or whatever. You guys are, for winter break, you're going to travel to the United States to go skiing in Aspen, and then you're both going back to school. So you could show that, you're both enrolled in school, you're going out and coming back. I wouldn't take one of those sponsor letters. They're going to want to know that things are paid for. So I don't know if you could show money in your bank account or tell them that. Maybe in this particular case, when you have a trip that's going to be paid for, you can take a letter from a boyfriend's parents. I'm a little iffy about that. I wouldn't show it to them unless, they specifically ask for it. I would just explain like, hey, I'm, going on vacation with my boyfriend and his family is like covering the bill for everything. It's super cool. If they ask, do you have evidence of that? Then I would show them that letter that says, my son and his girlfriend are flying out. We're going to Aspen. We're taking care of their accommodations and flights and, and then their flights back home. Okay? This is a question from somebody who didn't leave their name. Do I really need to show my hotel reservation to the officer even if I have not planned anything about it? No, you don't need to go out and get a hotel reservation or book a flight or do your conference registration if you're going to a conference. If you have those things, if you're, if the company that you work for registered 5 people from their company for a conference in the United States and they want you to be one of those people, then you would take proof of the 5 registrations and a letter from your company stating that they would like you to be one of the participants. If you do for any reason have a flight, you got a refundable flight because there's a wedding happening in 2 weeks and it just came up, your brother's getting married, he's eloping, he wants you to be there, and you bought your flight because you just know that this is going to happen and it's refundable in case you don't get your visa, but you got it because the prices were low and you didn't want them to go up before your interview. In that case, then yeah, I got a flight, it's 2 weeks, I have the return ticket booked already for 2 weeks, after I arrive, and that could be helpful to you. But I wouldn't go out, they don't expect you to have it. It would be an unusual circumstance, but if you do have it, it can be helpful. Okay, next question is from Tariq Tarek. What do you need to do if you're already outside the US and you have a 10-year bar and you have a US citizen spouse and your I-130 is approved? What you need to do, Tariq, is get a very good lawyer. Okay? There are ways around bars depending on the circumstances. There are waivers available, but it really depends on your very particular situation and you're going to need help. So what you would do is you would go through the usual process, and then that lawyer would help you file a waiver either in advance of your consular interview or at the consular interview. You could take the waiver with you. Sometimes you think you need a waiver and you actually don't. And so if you go to the consular interview, the officer will say, here's your visa, congratulations. Or they'll say, you know what, you need a waiver because X, Y, and Z happened, and at that point you could submit a waiver. So in that situation where you have real sticky sort of issues that are particular to you, you were in the United States without status and left, sounds like that's what's happened, I would consult a reputable immigration attorney. So thank you for watching GrayLaw TV. I really love seeing your questions. Keep sending them in and let us know what you would like to see, and we'll do some segments on that. And don't forget to like and subscribe.